Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius August 1, 2022. After the energy of today's new moon in your sign, you'll recognize how to move forward brightly and powerfully. It's a time to entertain a dream or wish, the spirit of which carries you along. There can be a personal new beginning or a sense that you have a new lease on life. You feel more power to make changes and steer your life where you want it to go in the coming week. You might change the way you greet the world if this can benefit you. You are more dynamic than usual, and people appreciate you, often turning to you for your input. Today's Mercury-Uranus transit can point to unexpected reactions to your communications, however. There can be interruptions, nervous tension, or a change to your schedule to manage. These may be disruptive, but you might decide to work with the energy and enjoy the element of surprise. You are fiery, powerful, and dominant. When it comes to conflict or charging into the battlefield, you're confident that you can always conquer your enemies. However, today is not the day to wage war. As mental Mercury continues his transit of your solar first house of identity, he will clash violently with electric Uranus, who is throwing lightning from his perch in your solar 10th house of achievement. This foretells bad news in your career, and you're likely to be very triggered. Your significant other will likely want to step in to provide advice, but you could be so angry that you end up ruffling their feathers, too. New moon, new you. Today's new moon shines in your sign as it begins a fresh cycle of self-development and identity. Think about how you want to come across as a professional during this lunar cycle as you continue to shine like a superstar. But before you jet off, Jupiter retrograde in Aries will also begin a more introspective process. You may want to reconsider the next move in your professional journey rather than take a leap of faith during Jupiter retrograde. Evaluating your current position can allow you to eventually take the lead in your professional development. What a great day for you! You seem to have the innate listening abilities of a therapist or a counselor. Everyone comes to you with their problems, or just to cry on your shoulder. They know that you will listen to them without judgment. Have you ever thought about doing something like this for a living? Perhaps today will make you think about it. People in your social sphere will pay you particular attention, making you feel secure and helping to address your needs. You can be sure that people are ready to meet them. This can bring positive changes to your social environment in the long run. Check in with your sweetie or closest friend. You need something from them, but you won't know what it is until you start talking. They'll feel you. With newfound confidence, it's time to enjoy yourself and use your abilities to connect with a bunch of new people. Your enhanced attractiveness and appeal mean it's easy to make conversation. Who knows, maybe at the end of this adventure you may meet someone special and allow them to enter your life. Some fascinating conversational exchanges with friends, relatives, and others close to you could take place today, bringing new ideas your way. You have both the physical energy and the inner power to make things happen for yourself today, so you should make the most of it. Consider carefully your needs and aspirations and formulate a plan of action as to how to make things happen. You might be surprised by the results. The vibrations today are really very beautiful. They are announcing a phase of stability and when you will be making your projects concrete. You have everything you need to see your professional and sentimental initiatives come to fruition. You will soon have some new responsibilities offered up to you as well. Think about it before taking them on because they may change your life and involve some commitments in the future. In terms of your friendships, you are coming into a phase of conviviality and sharing. With the moon still in your income sector after yesterday's new moon and Jupiter in his first full day in retrograde motion in your career sector, the two events are now locked in place. The moon will move on, but not what this has generated, while a friendly aspect between the Sun and Jupiter over the next few days will lock in a partnership between new income and untapped professional potential. This is a turning point in this financial and professional year, and it comes just as the money and professional gods have joined forces. The moon's recent visit to Cancer was more than just a chance to get a better read on what your heart is telling you during its only visit, while Venus, the planet of love is here. It was the moon's connection to forces on the romantic and relationship fronts that has helped to fast-track Venus' mission to better understand romantic and relationship desires and expectations. Our eyes in the sky. Your thoughts are fast, and you express them confidently, while witty Mercury continues its partnership with bold, self-assured Leo today. There's a glint in your eye as you dramatically retell a story of something that happened to you that might or might not be totally true, and you love the way your audience hangs on your every word even if they know some of the details are sus. A Mercury-Saturn opposition spoils some of the fun, however, as it sternly warns you to stay away from the drama that you love. This strict aspect is full of warnings about the potential negative consequences of your actions, and it encourages you to think very carefully about what you're about to say before you say it. This is in direct contrast to the slightly mischievous quality of the fun-loving Mercury-Leo partnership, but it isn't bad advice. Tonight, the moon sextiles Venus, making you want to connect with your most intimate companion. Popularity and charm come naturally to you, and it's mainly just a question of being yourself and sharing your feelings openly with others. This is an ideal time to focus on relaxation and sharing with friends and family, particularly with the moon waning at this time. There is also a chance that a new relationship could start. In the late morning, the moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, our emotional equilibrium hinges on our ability to make sense of the landscape around us. We might be more consumed with organizing, problem-solving, or decluttering. We tend to intellectualize our feelings, which can be positive or negative depending on the circumstance. Finding methods to be of service to the greater community can provide a sense of stability. The cosmic weather is then quiet until after nightfall, when Mercury in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius, limiting our ability to express ourselves. It seems that our voice is not being heard. Our opinions may be maligned by the collective, or our personal opinions drowned out by the crowd. This could be a projection on our part, but one that diminishes our confidence and causes us to feel fundamentally misunderstood. Negative thinking is a symptom of this aspect, so we should avoid having serious conversations or signing contracts today. We are better off attending to detailed work or research projects. The alternative interpretation of this aspect is that we may receive bad news or are left waiting for intel that was expected to arrive. This influence engenders intimacy, helping us to feel safe expressing our unorthodox opinions, unpopular beliefs, or rebellious inclinations with those who stimulate us intellectually and romantically. Venus in Gemini enjoys variety and diversity, and the people we connect with now won't be scared away by our weirdness, those qualities we tend to hold back or hide from public view due to our fear of censure. Subsequently, we feel gratified that we can be our truest selves. This is an ideal transit for parties or social gatherings, meetings of the mind that result in meetings of the heart.